Welcome to the West MacDonnell Ranges, where you can walk and full drive through some spectacular landscapes, including gorges, chasms, and even a meteor crater. In this video, we are exploring Simpsons Gap, Strandley Chasm, Ellery Creek Big Hole, Goose Bluff Crater, and Owen Springs Reserve. There's a lot to get through, so let's get stuck right into it. Guys, so we just did our first little walk here near Alice Springs, a place called Simpsons Gap. It's only about half an hour out of Alice, and it's only about a 15-20 minute walk depending on how enthusiastic your toddlers are, and ours were not very at all today. But it's a really good walk to ease you into it. Nice, easy path, beautiful scenery, hey?
Yeah.
How good is that?
Stunning.
So awesome. And we were lucky enough, little Jaden, he spotted a little native mouse. We suspect it's a little native mouse. And we watched it come out of his little hole, grab a hint, run back into his hole, which was pretty special, I reckon, pretty cool. And anyways, we're gonna keep exploring around Alice. We've got a crying kid over there, got to sort out. See in a bit. Heading west on Larapinta Drive, we came across our next place of exploration. Hey guys, so today we have come to check out Strandley Chasm. It's a little entry fee, $12 per adult. We didn't have to pay for the kids, which is good, so $24 for us. And it's only supposed to be a short little walk, about 15 minutes into the chasm. So far it's been pretty awesome. We've seen lots of bird life, lots of nice wildflowers and stuff.
So lots of budgies.
I should have got the bird book.
And,
you should have bought the bird book,
yeah, and beautiful scenery around here, so nice already. We'll go in for a walk, play some music, show you the track a bit, and then afterwards there's a playground here for the kids, and we'll probably have, there's a cafe, so we might have a feed and all that, and tell you all about it. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so we finished up here at the Strandley Chasm. It was pretty cool. Pretty easy walk, nice path to get there. Chasm was pretty awesome, eh? You know what a chasm is?
Easy 15-minute walk to get there.
Yeah.
Kids had a fun time on the path next to the big rocks, looking at birds, yeah, and
Lots of bird
wildflowers.
life, yeah. Came back, had a feed at the cafe, some milkshakes, nice coffees, and what else? Fish and chips was pretty good. Yeah, there's campgrounds here. You can have a power and water site if you want. What else?
Yeah, it's nice. There's like a little river here, a little creek.
It's dry now, but
It's dry, but there's these beautiful river red gums all about here. So you can sit down, enjoy a cuppa underneath the trees, watching the budgies and all the bird life, and it's a little playground for kids. So
yeah,
it's great.
It's good. Yeah.
The Larapinta Trail, you can access it from here. If you don't know what it is, it's pretty hardcore, something we're not going to do.
Yeah, it's like a
Not
four-day
right
hike with, you camp along the way, 4 nights. Pretty intense. We'd love to do it one day, but I reckon by the time the boys can do it, we probably can't. Speaking for myself, anyway.
No, next trip, I reckon. Next trip, we'll do at least some sections.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't have to do the whole thing. But yeah, it's a pretty epic trail, and apparently it's one that if you do, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we've spoken to a few people who've done parts of it. They reckon it's just awesome. Yeah. But anyways, that's it here. On to the next spot, eh? Let's go. So to get back to Alice Springs, we decided to take the very long but adventurous detour through Owen Springs Reserve. Alrighty guys, so we just decided to go for a bit of a drive to Owen Springs Reserve through here from the Larapinta Drive end, and we're going to go all the way through to check out the old homestead, check out Red Bank Gorge, and then back onto the Stewart High through there. It's about 50 k's of off-road full drive only access. Gonna get into it, show you what it's like, and yeah, looking forward to getting into it. Let's go. Owen Springs Reserve is a former Owen Springs cattle station which was formed in 1873. These days, however, it is refuge to rare and threatened flora and fauna species, and it offers visitors a true outback four-wheel drive and camping experience. A high clearance four-wheel drive is essential as some sections of the track follow the rocky and sandy bed of the river and may be impassable after rain. Alright guys, so all along the four-wheel drive track these points of interest. The first one we stopped at was the Aboriginal quarters where they used to camp out, the guys helping out with the mustering and all that. This one here behind me is the pens where they used to do the Bronco branding. So yeah, before they had ear tags on your cattle to identify whose cattle it is. In this vast land where there's no fences, they used to brand them, obviously. So you get a hot piece of iron with your ranch or with your station's brand on it, and then you mark the cattle with your brand so that when someone finds the cattle, they can easily identify who it belongs to. Driving further along the track, we finally come to the site of the old homestead. Alright guys, so this is the old Owen Springs homestead. This was one of the first homesteads to be built in Central Australia in 1873. Not this building, but the original building would have been just timber, and they reckon this one here was rebuilt in 1886. But pretty impressive out here, all the way in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, there is the river here, the Hugh River, and that's the riverways is what they use as the main thoroughfares. So that's why this place is here. But yeah, it's pretty amazing to come and check out. The road getting into here from the Larapinta end was easy as just a dirt road really. But have a bit of a look around here, and if I find anything else interesting I'll let you know. But enjoy the scenery around here, and yeah, let's keep going. Just while we're here guys, I thought I'd mention this place is fenced off, but you can still get, you know, fairly close to it, good enough to get a look at it anyway, and take pictures, whatever. But it's fenced off to protect it. The signs here saying so, but then you know, you can still see footprints from people going in there. Like I'm gonna hope and just say it's people who are supposed to go in there, but you know, if it's not, then that's pretty poor, eh? Like, we come all the way out here to have a look at it. Just follow the rules, guys. It's there for everyone, to protect the building, protect you from something falling on you and hurting you. But yeah, so we just respect it, whether it's a building, old building, or you know, a sacred site. If they don't want you to go in there, just leave it alone and just take pictures and memories and call it a that, eh? There's no need to break the rules to go in there to get a better look or pick up a bit of, you know, a souvenir or whatever. That's not what it's all about. There'll be nothing left, eh? And they're gonna lock us out if we keep doing that. So just follow the rules, and everyone can enjoy it. Okay guys, still on the route at the Owen Springs Reserve. We have come to what is called the Haunted Tree Ball. Now, I've just had a little bit of a read, and apparently this is where they used to stop and you know, stop for a camp over, because there's water source here for the cows and stuff. But quite often the cattle used to get spooked off by some eerie noises coming in, and they reckon that those noises were actually from the old river red gum trees, the branches rubbing and making the sound and spooking the cattle away. And that's why they call it the Haunted Tree Ball. I'm just going to read some stuff off here, and you guys can enjoy some B-roll. So the old ball was first sunk here in 1940, providing water was originally pumped to the surface with windmills and later pumped. In the early days of Owen Springs, a well was located, windglass, and now what? Too much reading. Come here and read it for yourself. Alright guys, that's it. We've finished down the other end. Almost at the blacktop now, so they get back on the highway. But yeah, the whole time we didn't see one car. Oh, here we go. There's a car driving past now, but the whole time we were on that track, we didn't see one car. Yeah, it was easy as, eh? Don't really need to engage full drive. It does help. There's loose surface, so we'll We were sweet as, there was no drama, there was never a chance of getting stuck. Really good, I can recommend it. There's only 50 k's of dirt, there's a few things to look at, which is awesome. And yeah, we just really nice little way to kill a couple of hours on a Sunday afternoon when we're living here in Alice Springs. And yeah, the next time you see me we'll be somewhere else. Okay guys, so we are still checking out the Red Center Way. So this one here is a little bit further west from the Stanley Chasm, which was the last gorge we explored. This is obviously a different day, and we're doing another little day trip from Alice Springs. This one here was about an hour and a bit over an hour 15 minutes from Alice Springs. But this one here is the Ellery Creek Big Hole, and it is a short little walk from the car park here to a swimming hole, or to a water hole where you can go swimming in. And also here, there's actually like a little campground here with, I think it's $3.50 or $4 per person per night. And there is only limited sites here. I think there's about 5 sites for caravan. Obviously no power or anything, just a council camp sort of thing. Yeah, but we're going to go for a bit of a walk. Check out this water hole, check out the walk. It's a rainy day today, so we think we've got a bit of a break in the rain, and we're going to try and go and have a quick look. So let's go. After here, we kept on heading west, stopping to check out Taylor's Pass before we decided to head out and check out Toronala or Goose Bluff Conservation Reserve. The site is believed to be the remains of an impact crater made some 142 million years ago by a meteorite that was 600 meters wide. It is highly sacred to the indigenous people and has a very interesting dreaming story. The story goes that in the dream time, a group of celestial women were dancing as the stars in the Milky Way. One of the women grew tired and placed the baby in a wooden basket known as a kulamun. As the woman continued dancing, the basket fell and plunged into the earth. The baby fell to the earth and forced the rocks upwards, forming the circular mountain range. The baby's parents, the evening and the morning star, continue to search for the baby to this day. After our adventures in the crater, we headed towards Alice Springs via Hammonsburg. We stopped in here to check out the house that Albert Namatjira built with his own hands. He lived in here with his wife and 7 children until the late 1950s when one of his grandchildren died. Then they had to move out of the house as a custom for the Central Australian people. It was left abandoned until 1971 when it was restored and then conserved in 1986 with the help of the NT government.
Albert Namatjira built this house for himself and his 7 kids.
Well guys, we hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much for hanging in there watching it. If you haven't already, please give the video a like. You obviously made it this far, so hopefully you did like it. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one, which will probably be somewhere around Uluru. Yay!
Yay, we can't wait.
Oh yeah, so excited. Yeah, so that was a lie. Next week, we are going to be checking out the East McDonald Ranges and some pteroglyphs. So why don't you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And why don't you click on the video on your screen right now because the YouTube algorithm thinks you might like it. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.